Okay, looking back on the season, what are some of the things that you were proud of that you accomplished?
Well, I think the beginning of the season, we got the win against MIT, which started us on a really good page. And then I think after that, just having that victory under our belt and going into each game, it really started us off on a good note. So I think the whole season was a really good start.
Obviously, we won our league as well, so being Jeanette Jenkins for the second year in a row is pretty great. Defensively, we've had a pretty fantastic year. We pulled some records, which is also really great. We're a team, so we hold a lot of good players all around, which is also great. So collectively, as a team, we did pretty well, which I think is something to be pretty proud of.
I think as a coach, we just, look for each game to get better and better. And as the season progressed, I really think we saw that this year. We had some good wins early on. The win against MIT was a huge confidence booster. We lost a couple in the middle, but I think collectively we continue to grow as a team and in our play and as a team. And that really helped us to our success this season. So as a coach, that is huge to really see that growth continue to happen through the entire season.
Can you elaborate on how this season was different from the previous season when you also won your conference?
I think last year we were new to the conference. It was the inaugural season. It was the very first time that Simmons had ever, as my coaching, gotten past the quarterfinals. So to get a bye the first round, to make it to the semis, there was a lot of excitement, and we were kind of the underdog last year, and we weren't really expected to win, and to come up with that was huge and really exciting. This year the mentality was we are going to win. There was never a question, which was really cool to see as a coach, that mentality. We set a standard last year, and it was now we're going to uphold that each and every year. So it was a very different mentality. Last year it was excitement, kind of the underdogs coming from behind, being the number 2 seed to win. This year we were the number 1 seed, and we just focused on doing what we needed to do on the field to get the job done, to get to the next level.
And what does it mean to you girls that you made it this far this season?
Well, I think as a senior, it's the best thing you can wish for. You always hope for something like this, to be able to end your whole entire field hockey career on being able to make it to the GNACs, winning it, making it to the NCAAs, and having that whole experience. So being able to have that for 2 years in a row, and coming from my freshman year when we had a lot of learning to do and a lot of growth to experience. So I think being able to be on a team where you start from the bottom and you ended up at the top. So I think that was great.
I agree. I think as a leader, it's great to see your team come together. We did a really good job this year keeping the energy up. We stayed composed, we stayed confident, and we were in it to win it. So we never gave up, which was pretty great.
And where do you see your team growing in the future?
Further. We want to keep growing. I think that's how you're going to get better. Keep bringing in players that are going to challenge those returners to make everybody just be the best that they can. We focus on bringing in athletes that are going to have a team first mentality, so to continue to bring those athletes in and to continue to foster that within the team, that we will be a team first from start to finish. Next year the goal is to get to the second round of NCAA. So last year we lost 2-0, this year we lost 1-0, next year we better be on that winning side, even if it's 1-0, that's fine. But that's definitely the goal, so to continue to keep those steps forward.
And can you elaborate on what this team first mentality is?
Yeah, whatever's best for the team. Whatever the team needs, the team does. We don't have one person where it's just give the ball to her, let her get the job done. Everybody on the team has a role, and we expect you to do it to the best of your ability. Whether you're a starter, whether you're the second, third, fourth off the bench, it's always the decisions are made are what's best for the team. And to have buy-in from 24 young women on that mentality is huge.
We're an on-the-field, off-team. On the field, off the field team. So we support ourselves and our teammates through everything we do. Every practice, every game. It doesn't matter if you're a starter, it doesn't matter if you sit on the sidelines, we support each other. Everyone holds a place on the team. We don't believe that just because you're the first team, first, second, third, whatever. If you're a starter, it's no different than the person who's sitting on the sideline. Everyone holds a job, everyone holds a spot, and we all are in it together.
With so many returners coming back for the 2016 season, I think the expectation would be for you to advance the NCAA tournament again, fair to say. With Simmons having a new field, how much of a difference would it make if you were hosting a first round tournament match as opposed to going to one?
As a junior, I'm excited to have our own field. It's going to be pretty great to not have to get used to fields before we play on them, especially during our championships. We hosted, but we didn't really host. We'll have a little bit of an advantage like we're supposed to. We've proved that we haven't needed it in the past, but I think it will only help us get stronger as an organization as well as an individual team.
And I'll be there in the crowd.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I'm good.